Thank
Now, my turn. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Miraz. I am from Bihar, but right now I'm connecting from UAE. If you talk about my hobby, I love play cricket, badminton, as well as football. And this language is my childhood dream. So that's why I'm learning this language. This language is very beautiful language. I consider about this language that language give you a lot of opportunity. You can do all things. It's all about me. So today I'm going to discuss something. Something is like that. Ki what is the culture of India? How would you like to describe something about the culture of India? So are you ready for this topic?
Yes, yeah, why not? I love to hear that, and
Okay.
I would be more happy to elaborate about this topic. Yes.
Hmm. So this topic is the Indian culture. So could you please say something about the Indian culture? Then I will reply you.
Okay, sure, why not? Mm, Before I'm going to talk about the Indian culture, I need to explore more about myself, and then I just dive into that
Mhm.
topic. Okay.
Okay.
As a human being, I have born and brought up in this universe as a human being, which I take care of. That is my responsibility of my environment, the village, the state, country, district, and every place wherever I go. That is my responsibility. And where we go, we see the different kind of cultures according to the people, according to the situation, places, according to the caste, religion, politics, and everything, which all are involved in this country, because this world and this India contains with different kind of caste, religion, politics, politicians, and a different kind of living beings and even non-living beings. It's not just
Hmm.
only the human being, but also the non-living beings are putting in this globe, such as you know soil and stone, woods, trees, plants, hill mountains and stone mountains and everything. So as far as I'm concerned that I'm a tribal boy, so we guys like our tradition, that we whatever
Hmm.
we celebrate at our village, we love it because we have born and brought up according to our situation and according to our you know cultures.
Hmm.
From the beginning, in the beginning more of my life stage, I started with lots of enthusiasm, happiness, pleasure, and with so excitement of our audience, colleagues, near and dear ones, neighbors. They all are everything for me, and even they all are born and brought up along with the cultures, along with the place, along with the festivals, and along with the tradition. We guys follow
Oh.
Hinduism. We guys follow Hinduism, religion, and we follow the tradition of tribal area. Like
Hmm.
there are so many things you can see behind me. So many fatty
Hmm.
crops, angels, and so many vegetables, and hill mountains are surrounded with me, and huge trees are behind me. These all are
Hmm.
concerned that I'm just from a rural area. So you might have noticed
Hmm.
about the rural area tradition, culture, and everything. But I guys cannot explore more about the tradition. But as far as I'm concerned, that I have a little bit less ability and expression about words, vocabs, and present verbs, and even idioms I must use. But we
Okay.
celebrate different kind of worships at our village, and we people wear traditional dresses such as sari. These are all formal. These are all different than city persons, city people. We all wear and we all use different things, different dresses, eat different foods than city persons. Like we all every day have the foods from morning to evening, only rice, dal. Sometimes we might have, you know, curry of potato curry, brinjal curry, and even carrot. These all are basic
Okay,
curries. We often make it, not every day, because
okay, okay.
we always make some special by tamarind. Do you know tamarind?
I don't know about the which thing are you talking about it.
Okay, okay. You might have noticed about dal. Okay, dal
Okay.
also right? Yeah, dal and rice. These are
Mhm.
our special and very basic foods which all we often not have every day we are having. But the special core
Okay,
is
great.
yes. And could you
So,
please
okay,
elaborate
so
more?
okay, as you explain about the Indian, it's the truth. But okay, so now I'm going to elaborate each and everything about the Indian culture. The Indian culture, which is followed in India, is Indian culture in India.
Mhm,
Indian culture is
okay.
concerned to be one of the oldest and most popular culture in the world. Because
Mm,
actually, you know that main reason of behind, because there are a lot of people they belong, there are a lot sorry, there are different types of the variety culture are there: Hindu,
mm,
Muslim, Sikh, Isai, etc. There are a lot of, and here,
mm,
and you can see unity and diversity. Although people belongs to belongs to different type of religion, yet they live together. This is the beauty of India. This is the real beauty of India. And one thing I would like to mention about the Indian culture, they prefer of the joint family. They don't want to live separately. Compare them Western culture. So it is believed
yes.
that if you live with family, so you can get lot of opportunity, a lot of things, and lot of things. Just like your parents, your family, your relative always support you. And you know
Mm,
that one thing is very famous all the world. Indian food are the famous all the world. Indian foods are the very luscious, very delicious, very, so this kind of thing is the in the is the it is said that about the India. India is the famous on India is the popular on the food. And one thing I would like to mention about the Indian culture. Indian culture, you know that people prefer on the marriage, engaged marriage. They don't prefer of the love marriage, because it is believed that if you get marriage with anyone, okay, if your parents, your family, as well as your relatives support you, that relationship will be bright. And this is the reason of behind it is. And one thing I would like to mention about the Indian culture is the, you know, the dresses, you can say dresses, the sari, dhoti, this kind of thing is the popular all the world. And these days, not only India but also foreigners, they started accepting in this kind of thing. I have seen a lot of foreigners, they wear sari, kurti, this kind of thing is. So this is the beauty of India, because these days India is a getting change. And one thing I really like to mention about the India, yoga. You know that yoga is belongs to
yes.
India. Yoga is belongs to India. This is the Indian culture. But Yana, these days, foreigner they also follow the rule yoga. Start taking class online, offline. So this time is the our culture is grown up. Our culture is explore all the world, not only India but also all the world. This is the
Mm,
beauty of that. And if you talk about the Western culture has followed US, UK, Canada, and
mm,
Egypt. Egypt, no, Canada, Europe is the
mm.
known about the is the known about the Western culture. And would you like to mention one thing about the Western culture? Western culture is the to be uh, concerned to be models and advanced, and advanced and one thing open. This is the open thinking like that. So this is the Western culture, and Indian culture is that so totally different compared than the other culture. Western culture. But you know that even though these day people are absorbed the Western culture, they feel like that if you because they feel like that Indian culture and Western culture, because it's not. I am also agree with it's not possible every time you wear sari and kurti and this kind of thing. It's traditional dress. So that's why DL are getting changed. Mentality is getting changed. They prefer of the Western culture. They started following the Western culture just like food, and they start prefer of the Western food, and they start living with the so this kind of thing is the getting change. India is getting change and culture. If you talk about the culture, I agree with you. Indian culture is the very oldest and very popular culture all the world, and that is the beauty of the culture in the India. Yeah, this is my point of view of the Indian culture. I can add a lot of things. I have so many things I can add, but there is a video is getting long, so that's why I think I should. Okay, do you have any questions? So feel free, you can ask.
I have no more question and points that I can ask you, and you have include everything that I actually wanted to listen from you and ask to you. You have elaborated everything. What I will ask you about this question, because I don't have any words, ideas that how can I ask you, and you have elaborated everything from the beginning to end at the end of the point. So could you please tell me when you are speaking about a topic, when
Mm.
you are speaking about a topic, so could you please tell me what is the actually ability that we must have in our mindset and in our mind?
Actually, if you talk about the
Yeah,
okay, if you talk
yeah.
about the topic, okay,
Mhm.
you want to talk to any topic. The first of all, before start any topic, you must have a knowledge about that topic. Just like I don't have a knowledge about the how to do anything, just how to make any food. I don't have a knowledge. So how can I explore? How can I elaborate about the food? So like, if you have a
Oh,
knowledge about this field, then you can explore easily. Just like
okay.
by the way, you right now you are doing something. You are on the field, so you know very well about that this weather is good for this time, this thing or not. Whether this weather is good or not. So you have a knowledge that you can explore. But actually, I find out in this culture, this is the general topic, Indian culture.
Mm.
Everyone must be knowledge about our culture. What is our culture? What is the which thing is required in our culture? So I think this is the general conversation must have. I know that you don't. You also elaborate so many things, but this I think at least we should have knowledge about our culture. This is the beauty of India. This is the beauty of our culture.
Yes, of
If you
course.
don't
Why
have a
not?
knowledge about your culture, so agar by the way, if anyone asks you, okay, tell me about your culture, what is your culture? How could you explore? How could you explore? I think this is the natural thing. You must have a knowledge about your culture. So
Even
thank you,
though I
bro.
know,
Give me your please. Ah, yeah, yeah, sure. Sorry.
even though we don't have enough knowledge, even though we have enough knowledge about our culture, I know many more things, many new things, and even the old things about our culture. What is the beauty of culture and what is the environment of our village? Everything I know, but I must know some vocabs, some idioms, phrasal verbs to explore in English. Am I right?
Actually, if you talk about the vocabulary, idiom, phrasal verb, so
Mm.
you have to effort on yourself. You can learn so many
Yes.
things on anywhere. But if you talk about speaking, so these are very important role for the speaking. While speaking, you can get some chance to explore all things. How will you explore? So
Mm.
you are learning this language, so you want to brush up your language, so you must have a knowledge about the idiom, phrasal verb, as well as vocabulary. Vocabulary is the solo of the any speaking. But by the way, you know very well about your behind what is this, but you don't. You can make sentence. You know how to frame the sentence, but you don't know about about meaning of that word. You don't know what is the meaning, what does mean of that thing. So how could you say you are no, you know well, just like I know that this is the books, Just like I am give you example, this is book, but I don't know what is the meaning of this book. So I know that this is, but otherwise how will you explore, okay, this is book. I think this is the vocabulary, power of the vocabulary. You try to, but it is very difficult. Okay, any time you inculcate your mind the vocabulary. This is the main reason. So yeah,
Yes.
so yeah, but you if you find two and three vocabulary every day and you jot down in your hand, yeah. Otherwise, you take piece of the paper, you jot down, and whenever you go anywhere, you sometimes you take out your pocket and check. Yeah, this is the three time, four time in a day. By the way, if you take 1 hour, no, I think five and six time in a day. So I think it's the enough. And second day, you
Yes.
also try to do something same. So
Yeah.
if you continue, if you started doing this kind of thing, so definitely you would have lot of knowledge about the vocabulary.
Mm.
Yeah, Cons-
Yes.
consistency is the very important part of the speaking. Consistency,
Yes.
you have to consistent manage your consistency. Consistency